Grammys award is always a buzz, but Jay-Z has stolen the shine this time with his speech. That is now the real headline.
Some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed. Some of you don't belong in the category.
It just got clear that the Grammy is not just one night of awards. It is about power, recognition, and the fight for respect in the music industry, all of which has an underlying motive working itself out in the system. Stay tuned to understand why everyone's talking about Jay-Z's Grammy speech. We are stating it pure and direct, no coats. Remember, this is a celebrity fact channel. Facts only, no coding. Let's go. Grammy Universe, the mountain peak for every musician, full of glitz and glamour of being the world's best. Back in 1957, the Grammy Awards made their grand entrance, and by 1958, they were in full swing, handing out those golden trophies. Seeing how glorious it has become, every music celebrity surely is added to their prayer list to get one in a lifetime. Now let's talk about the heart of it all. The Grammys were born to celebrate the musical maestros, the cream of the crop, recognized by the United States Recording Academy. It's the dream, right? Yes, that got the ultimate nod of approval for any artist. But here's the sharp twist that's been causing some major head-scratching: accusations of racial bias. The Grammy Awards have been accused of playing favorites, and not in a good way. According to the critics, it's like the music industry's VIP party, but the bouncer is a bit too choosy. Greg Carr, a whiz in Afro-American studies at Howard University, puts it straight. The industry was built on exclusion. But when they couldn't keep black voices out anymore, it became a game of carefully curating inclusion while downplaying the contributions of black artists. Now, let's check the record, folks. In the 65-year Grammy journey, only 11 black artists walked away with the Album of the Year award. Yep, just 11. That's like having a feast and only sharing crumbs. The experts like Carr and others are saying it's part of a bigger story, one that's been taking black musical innovations for granted. And here's where the Grammys get the side-eye. Ever heard of #GrammySoWhite? Black artists have been pushing back against this backdrop. Take Frank Ocean, for example, back in 2016. He straight up boycotted, didn't even submit his music to the Academy. It's like saying, if you're not going to play fair, I'm taking my toys and going home. But guess who's turning up the volume on this conversation? The one and only Jay-Z. No one ever imagined. He's on that Grammy stage accepting the Dre Global Impact Grammy Award. And he's not just thanking his mom and manager. He's shining a halogen bulb on this major issue and goes, "We love y'all, we want y'all to get it right," he declares. Jay-Z didn't hold back. He was pointing out the elephant in the room. In 65 years, only 11 black artists claimed the Album of the Year, and shockingly, just 2 were black women. This isn't just about music anymore. It's about representation, respect, and breaking down barriers that have been standing for way too long. Why does it matter so much? The Grammys have faced criticism before, but they haven't quite fixed things. Then, picture this moment. Jay-Z takes the mic, the world's watching, and he's using that stage to call for change. It's like a revolution wrapped in rhythm and beats, a big surprise that knocks everyone off balance. Definitely shakes everyone up to consider a change. Bold move, right? Now everyone knows that it isn't just a one-night performance anymore. It is becoming a movement. The awards were supposed to be the pinnacle of musical recognition. Are the Grammys hitting the right notes? Jay-Z saying it's not quite. He took the mic to make sure everyone hears it loud and clear. He zoomed in on his wife Beyoncé, the queen of the music realm. In 2023, she cemented her status as the most decorated artist in Grammy history, scoring big with 4 wins, including the Best Dance/Electronic Album for Renaissance. Sounds like a triumph, right? But hold on, there's a twist in this Grammy tale. Despite her reign as a triple A-list star, it's like the Album of the Year category has a revolving door, constantly skipping over black women. Beyoncé, with all her glory, has been nominated 4 times for this prestigious award: Renaissance, Lemonade, Beyoncé, and I Am Sasha Fierce. Yet in 25 years, not a single black woman has clinched the Album of the Year title. Right, let that sink in. The most esteemed award of music's biggest night consistently overlooking black women. The question lingers in the air. Have black musicians not made music monumental enough to claim this top honor? For supporters, it's a rallying cry for overdue recognition. But the critics, they're quick to label Jay-Z's speech as unnecessary, dismissing it as a husband looking out for his wife. However, Len Smith has a different take on it. He sees Jay-Z's words as a call out to the Grammys for a pattern of downplaying black artists' achievements, not just a solo defense for Queen Bey. Speaking of patterns, let's rewind a bit. The Beatles, Elvis, Bob Dylan, they weren't black. Carr lays it out. The system was set up to center whiteness, a reflection of the music industry's roots. But guess what? People do their thing, and by the 70s, black music was spreading its wings worldwide, breaking the mold. Fast forward to the Grammys' track record with black women in the Album of the Year category. Natalie Cole, 1992, Whitney Houston, 1994, and Lauryn Hill, 1999. Lauryn Hill's The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill was the last solo debut album by a black woman to take the crown, marking a nearly 2-decade drought. Beyoncé, Janelle Monáe, her, and Lizzo, all shining stars with multiple nominations, yet the Grammy spotlight keeps swerving. This year, SZA and Janelle Monáe were in the running, but the Golden Gramophone found its way to Taylor Swift's shelf for the 4th time. Hold up, Len Smith says it's not about pitting artists against each other. It's about calling out the Grammys for what they're not doing for black artists. It's a demand for fairness and acknowledgement, not a celebrity showdown. So here we are in the midst of a Grammy saga. From Jay-Z's powerful speech to Beyoncé's undeniable legacy. The stage is set, the music plays on, and the conversation about equality in the industry continues to crescendo. Let the beat go on and let the Grammys take notes. Let's talk about finding a way forward in the Grammy saga. In this, Len Smith dropped a truth bomb. The Grammy decision makers need to take a serious look at the roots of their music and their own history. It's not just about handing out trophies. It's about acknowledging the profound impact black artists have had on the industry. She's urging them to listen when complaints roll in, not dismiss them as individual whining. Instead, take a moment, step back, and ask the crucial question. Is there a legitimate critique here that we should be open-minded enough to hear? And there's Carr hitting the nail on the head. It's time for Grammy voters to get uncomfortable, culturally speaking. No more sitting pretty and ignoring the black presence and impact in music. The power to shake up these award hierarchies rests in the hands of those casting the votes. No more pointing fingers. Let's start bridging the gap. The Grammys need to recognize that change is overdue, and it starts with embracing a more inclusive perspective on what defines musical excellence. The Grammys stand at a crossroads. Continue the same tune or compose a new melody of inclusion and fairness. The power lies in the hands of those who make the decisions, those who cast the votes. It's a call to action, a plea to recognize and celebrate the black artists who have shaped the very soul of music. So, to the Grammy decision makers, will you amplify the voices that have been sidelined for too long? Will you rewrite the script to reflect the true diversity and excellence in the music industry? Grammys has got to be a true celebration of music in all its hues. Beat the just an award state already. The industry's commitment to equality should be widely known. Well, let's hope that the Grammys don't just hear the music, but also listen to the voices calling for change. To make history in a way that resonates far beyond the Grammy stage. A history where every artist, regardless of their background, gets a fair chance to shine. We are all waiting to see which tune they take to. We will be here to tell you that too. If you love this video, just click the subscribe button below and join us in the next video. We have good facts served.